Howdy guys, how's it going? So it is time to do our final ammunition variation class setup for our good old AA-12, aka the Jack-12, or I guess I should say the Jack-12, aka the AA-12. But anyway, so we got our 8-round slug mag attachment. And we're just going to be equipping this thing out to where it has good range. Because once we look at the stat menu, and then after we see how it plays out in game, these attachments up front might not necessarily make a lot of sense if you've only used the other ammunition variations, especially whenever you look at like the frag slugs, because like with that one, the recoil is ridiculous. But anyways, we're going to be starting and throwing on the ZLR J3600 Torrent barrel, and this is for the range and also the accuracy, because with this barrel you have no need whatsoever for an underbarrel attachment, because we're going to be throwing on the tack laser and the optic, the mini reflex optic. Now you can take and choose any optic that you would like. I would recommend sticking with the reflex. Don't dick down anything that has, you know, magnification. It's not necessary, and it's going to be pushing this thing past its effective range, because the velocity on this is closer to what the slug velocity used to be at the start of this game with the other shotguns. It's not horrendous, it is usable, but you want to keep it, you don't want to go further than medium range. I mean, can you get kills at long range? Sure you can, but the odds are not going to be in your favor. Now for the final attachment, this is one you can change dependent on your personal preference. I'm going to be going with the Tsunami stock just to bring our mobility up just slightly to what it was. Like, I mean, it's slightly better than what it is, at least based on the stat menu, but in game you really can't tell. But it's just between the tack laser and then that stock, it kind of helps just offset that barrel we got. But the barrel is very necessary for the velocity, the range, and all that good old stuff. But if you didn't mind a little bit slower ADS time, and with this you're going to be pre-aiming most of the time anyways, I would recommend throwing on sleight of hand. It really just depends on the game mode, the map, all that kind of stuff. But all in all, that right there is the 5 attachments we're throwing on this for our slug class setup. Full class rundown before we hop in our match. We've got our Jack-12 setup what I just showed you guys with slugs, and an important thing to note with this is our M19, because we're rocking the M19 akimbo setup, and that's important because I found in matches, you know, with this you only got 8 rounds. If you don't got sleight of hand, you ain't going to be able to reload as fast, and people might push you quicker. If they're medium distance to longer ranges away, then you'll have time to reload, throw a new mag in, and get back in the gunfight. But if, let's just say you run up on 2-3 people, you dick down 2 of them with the old Jack-12 slugs, then you just whip out the akimbo M1911, anything that's up close and personal, you can annihilate them immediately. So that's why we're going with the M19 and akimbo. For perks, we got EOD Ghost and Battle Hardened. For lethal, we got a frag grenade, and for a tactical, we got a stun grenade. And runner domination, this should be like, this is like the perfect size map to rock this with, because it's mostly short to medium range engagements unless you put yourself in a longer range situation. Let's see, which class is it? This one right here. Boom, there we go. It's already started, but you know what? My team is up, so I'll take and ride it out even though they've already got a little bit of a heads up, and I'm not quite sure how these kids are going to be playing around the backside of the map. Look, as you can see, to have a fully automatic shotgun throwing slugs downrange, that ADS time is not bad whatsoever. I need to be paying attention to my surroundings instead of just out here playing with my Damascus shotgun, you know what I'm saying? So let's, and right here while we're in a controlled environment, that right there, that recoil is very insignificant. Like, especially when you compare it to the recoil of other shotguns. Like the other shotguns, you can throw slugs on there and you can have the whatever foregrip you want, it doesn't matter, and like the barrel just goes to Jupiter immediately. But let's take and see if we can get these guys chilling over here on the right side of the map. Once again, if you don't have a lot of like experience using the slug rounds, it doesn't matter what shotgun it is, the velocity is, you know, on the slower end compared to like your regular ammunition type. So the bullet, the slug doesn't get there nearly as fast as I don't know, I ain't gonna say as fast as it should, but just as fast as, you know, your muscle memory attributes it to other weapons. So you will have to lead your shot a little bit once you get past short range. I mean, even at the medium range with this one, I know they've slowed it down a bit because it's a full auto shotgun. So I mean, you know, you can't have these things just lasering across the map at sniper rifle velocity, or else it would be the most overpowered weapon in the game. Okay, we got people chilling on the roof. Let's see what we brought. We're like what, 2 and 3 now? Gotta pull out the old watch. I put the good watch back on. The holographic watches that they got this season, I mean, they're cool looking for like the first 30 seconds, but once you're used to having this watch right here that shows you your KD, it's just no what in the actual titties just happened right there, bro? I hit that guy with God, let me have choked on my tongue too. hit that guy like 50 bullets out of the old M19s right here, and he still just sit there and smiled at me. See, the biggest thing about hopping into a match that's already started that screws with me is it hurts my momentum because other people are rocking with more kills and stuff than I am, and it just screws with my ability to, I don't know, it's like my perception of my performance is a lot lower and a lot less than what it actually is. Come here, son. That left to right motion that we had with the frag ammunition is like the same thing that I'm doing with slugs up close and medium range, because it just increases the chances of you landing those 2 fatal blows, because it is a 2-shot in most situations unless you're like right up on them and sticking your barrel in their tenderloin meat. Speaking of tenderloin meat, bro, I cannot wait to buy a couple of deer and down some tenderloin meat in my mouth, okay? Why are we going kill for kill right now? That's what I want to know. These guys are all on that left side. We got a couple people in a clan or something, so they're coordinating their pushes. And now they're just having a tea party in our spawn. Jesus Christ. But no, like, this gun's meant really for like your one-on-one situations. I mean, can you get your 2 pieces, your triple kills, even your quad feeds? Sure you can, but it just depends on the situation. Okay, we are getting bent over right now, and I'm sorry about it. You know, this is a very niche weapon. Like this, out of all the shotguns, the Model 680 is still your best weapon, your best shotgun to use slugs on. So it's like if you're really just having a hankering to use slug rounds, use the Model 680, because there's really no reason to do that with this. I mean, we got the other ammunition types, the standard. Why is everybody behind me, mate? Like honestly, I feel like a girl with Joe Biden hanging around, just gonna smell the back of my hair. But yeah, I mean, just the other shotguns are better. Like, as far as slugs go, I'm pretty much all of them. I'd take a VLK with slugs over this thing, and that's saying something. But it's like the regular buckshot and stuff, it's still a great, fun shotgun to use. And like with standard buckshot, especially the drum mag, you really can't compete with it up close and personal. Unless you're getting one-shotted with like the 725 or the Model 680. But the problem with them is if you're in a close range situation, the time it takes you to cycle in a new round of the Model 680, somebody can kill you, and the time it takes to reload the 725, even with sleight of hand, it's very easy for people to walk up on you and gun you down. But if you have the old Jack-12 with the drum magazine, see how much you have to lead your shots, and that right there is definitely a medium range engagement. But no, like with the drum mag, you can just keep her going. Like you can take down a whole team with one magazine and not even have to reload with a shotgun, which is saying something. Is that gonna come back in that way? The timing that I am getting this game, are we still even or are we negative? I feel like we're negative. What we got? 7 and 10. When did we die 3 extra times? Okay, yep, like I said, compared to my other performances that we've had recently, this game is going down the pooper in circles, many circles, and it's leaving stains. So now, and we're starting to lose too. We got to take and bring. We definitely can't lose the game. We got to at least contribute, because I got no capture, so I'm just being a potato teammate right now. Let's get this thing right here. You know, these scarecrows are really creepy. I thought all of them was supposed to have blood coming out the bottom, but I haven't paid attention if that's just specifically on certain maps or if that's just the B flag or what it is with losing A right now. I need to go back and get the good old B situation going. I mean, at this point, whichever way I look, somebody's going to come behind me. Let's get. Boom, boom. Dude, the jack-o'-lantern, anytime somebody's running around with that thing, I swear they got the Halloween luck on their side. And everybody and their brother's using the Halloween costume now! Everybody's a pumpkin. God, it's so frustrating. I feel like I got some packet loss issue twos right here. And my allergies are just having sexual relations with my nasal passages, and it's really frustrating because I did not give my consent for the pollen to enter my body. Oh, it's just one of those days, you know. Okay, yes, slugs suck monkey nuts, brothers. Slugs suck monkey nuts. There we go. Clicking. You know, like whenever you say a word enough and then it starts to hit a point to where you enter this paradoxical realm where the word doesn't seem to be real anymore, not even make sense. That right there is what's happening with the word slug. And now we've got a miniature tank rolling around here. Phenomenal. Phenomenal! Gotta love it. Okay, yeah, and we're getting triple cat. I'm sorry I joined team. You was doing great before I got here. I just went and brought all the negativity with me. I think it's a shotgun, bro. It's just a bad omen whenever you throw slugs on there. I've had such good game. The matches I took and played before I started testing this class setup out. I played 2 matches of the terminal or the whatever. It's where the plane's down. It's one of the newer maps, and I had some phenomenal matches on there. Like even at longer ranges, I was. What are you doing camping over here, son? Okay, at least we got him in the noggin. So it's one shot to the noggin up close as it should be. I mean, yeah. Everybody's over here just having a big old circle jerk with one another. And my teammates, we can't even cap the flag. It's on their own side for some reason. Okay, you know, I think if we... Wiener in my mouth, bro. 11 and 16, that is something. That is something. That is something as far as negativity goes. Let's just take him mount up right here on the bottom. See what we can do. The tack laser, like I said, you know, I mean, pre-aiming is something that you're going to have to do. So the tack laser is a bit on the, you know, a downside there because people can kind of trace it back to you. But I tried using it without it, and I mean, there's a noticeable difference because aside from doing the tack laser, I tried the vertical foregrips, the commando foregrip, and I've found better accuracy using the tack laser, not to mention it does help with the ADS time. So that right there is the thought process behind... that guy's... Okay, yep. That's the thought process behind the laser we got on here, but just, you know, ProCaliber... Poop. ProCaliber recommendation: don't use slugs on the AA-12. And if for whatever reason this is the first video of mine you've ever watched, please watch some other ones because my performance in this video is not that good. Not that good, to say the least. Okay, see, and there's... Oh my god, if we got old Jack-o'-lantern right. I don't understand this. Is everybody got a pumpkin on their head? There's got to be a clan or something because everybody... You never run into a thing where everybody on the enemy team has a Jack-o'-lantern on their head. We're bringing it back right here a wee bit of tail end. We got to keep them from copping our flag over here at C. I think everybody's just fixated on B, and it's keeping us from, you know, protecting the home front. But yeah, I mean we're screwed now. I joined the game. It's a fat L. What more can you say? At a certain point, you just gotta accept defeat and go home with your head hanging low. Cause that's what we're doing this go round. But I knew that, like, I knew slugs wasn't gonna be great because I mean we got frag ammunition, we got dragons, we got all this other stuff. This shotgun's made to just spit out fire and spit out lead balls. Okay, anything solid like the frag slugs or these, just they have their place. They can be fun to use and satisfying to use because they're not the best. Like they're overpowered when you get hit by them, but it's like you have to use them a lot to get them in your muscle memory to where you can really be consistent with them. When you're changing back and forth between weapons all the time and trying different things out like I am, it's, you know, like I said, it messes with your muscle memory, so that's just how it goes. But anyways, guys, despite the poor performance, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would highly, this is still, from like anything else, the velocity, if you don't have that longer barrel on there, the velocity and stuff of the rounds is just not as good. So, I mean, I think that long barrel is the way to go, but hit me with some feedback in the comment section. I could probably use y'all's help with this one. So, as always, thanks for watching. That thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already. Show your friends. Until the next one, adios.